last video was about the impressions that I had about the Beijing Auto Show, and judging by the comment section, some people really thought that I was not positive or even bearish on your stock, and usually I'm not really reacting to that, but I thought I want to clear up some stuff that I mentioned during the video and some things that I've read in the comment section, because possibly I'm just not as good as communicating at what I want to say. So first of all, I mentioned how I thought that this show is basically dominated by legacy auto, both the Western and the state-owned enterprises here in China, and it's kind of their show. There was not so much new from the established players. Well, you might take this as a negative, but I'm just stating facts. I mean, you would have gone back in 2023 to the Shanghai Auto Show. That was real news. This time it wasn't much, and I don't consider it a bad thing necessarily that NIO doesn't have, for example, new products out there. Instead, if you listened closely, I think I hinted to where I see the future coming, and actually where I thought Li Bin's mind was when doing all of these meetings, doing all of these handshakes and partnering up. Because in a sense, this is where the circle completes. I said that the most dominating players in the foreseeable short-term future might be the state-owned enterprises. So that's, for example, Chang'an. I also mentioned like some of them are being private, like Geely, there's Chery, and others which NIO already has partnered up with. So you might see where I'm going with this. The fact that some of these players have nothing to compete on except for functionality and price means that possibly some startups will continue to go out of business. But despite the fact that NIO is not displaying new models and so on, it's very obvious that there is a new strategy in place with those partnerships, with those players, which I think are about to decide about the fate of many of these players. So think about it. Out of the top 10 Chinese sellers currently, car sellers, there's BYD, which NIO hasn't partnered with yet officially, although there are some rumors. I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be going there, but after that you have Chang'an, you have Geely, you have Chery, you have SAIC. All of these names are either already in partnership with NIO or pretty damn close to becoming one of the partners. And that's meaning that the future of NIO will possibly not only depend on NIO as a brand and their sub-brands, but even more so on these partnerships. And I don't see anybody else building those partnerships out there, right? If you compare it with Tesla, Tesla is going its own way. They're just trying to gain market share with their products. It's difficult for others to do something that NIO has already achieved, and that's due to their moat, due to battery swapping, which I think hopefully we'll see those players have an interest in and being able to monetize it, and then ultimately this will be to the benefit of NIO. So it doesn't really matter that this year the booth was smaller due to cost reductions, or that they don't have new models, or that there is still fierce competition out there. What I'm saying is it appears to me that NIO was already one step ahead, and we need a little bit more time to see actually the outcomes of that in the next future. So maybe sometimes I'm not saying that with too much of a happy face, or not, directly enough, or I'm not pitching at you, but frankly, I can just state the facts that I see here on the ground and how I think about it. And you shouldn't be trading on my mood or on how you perceive whether or not I'm bearish or bullish. I can't do the thinking on your behalf, right? You need to soak up the information, maybe from a couple of channels, and then make up your own mind. And so, yeah, I don't appreciate those comments, obviously, that are attacking me in the comment section, but sometimes that's the way it is. I just want to say that, I always try to stay as neutral as possible. I try to be grounded, give you the information that I have. If you have noticed, I'm usually not selling you anything. Don't asking you to write to sign up for a course, or I don't have any product placement as other channels having. So I'm not depending on those type of monetization things, and it's really not about, you know, tricking viewers or monetizing that in a way. Maybe that's just also to explain for the patron community. I just feel we've got 300 patrons right now, which are great. It's a really cool community, and just for a second, I just wanted to make it a bit more exclusive for now, and at some point in the future I might open it up again. So there's not too much to say and speculate about this stuff, and just wanted to be clear on this before we head on and making new content about other things that are going on. By the way, right now here driving in a BYD Han, quite enjoyable experience so far in this kind of Uber here in Shanghai, heading to the Seeker office. Actually, nothing to do with the brand itself, only I'm going to record an interview with one of the local influencers or opinion leaders here in China. He's called Iran. Maybe you know him already. My patrons certainly do, because I've published interviews with him in the past, which I've shot in Berlin. This time we met again, and this time we're gonna record in Shanghai. And yeah, possibly you will see it on the channel soon. And maybe also getting some new insights on Seeker. Who knows? And now please don't call me that I've been bought out by Seeker. I'm not bought by anybody, not by Neo, not by Seeker, not by the advertisers, nobody. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.